What's going on, fellow Gundam reviewers? As this is RX-110, I'm bringing you guys the next review for today, as well as I'm posting the Grimoire at the moment. We are going to review the Gabthley, or hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong how to pronounce this. Gabthley. I'm assuming Gabthley. If I pronounce that wrong, then let me know. And this is a really unique, interesting, weird model. So the Gabthley is part of the Titans from during the Grips War in Gundam Zeta universe. So in the Universal Century, of course. Now it's interesting on the box. It says it's a Earth Federation prototype mobile suit. Now, it's interesting that the box still says Federation, but this thing belongs to the Titans. Don't get me wrong, there are certain mobile suits that are been mass-produced by the Federation, like the Hyzak Federation colors, and then you got the Hyzak for the green for the Titans colors. But basically, Hyzak on green is basically Xeon colors for some reason. But that's not the point. What's going on with this model is that it's actually a transformable mobile suit, and it decided to fall on me for some reason, and I'm trying to fix it. Stay there. You too, Beam Saber, stay there. Now, I tried to transform it into its flight mode or mobile armor mode, but the parts on this machine, it tends to not connect together, or it's taking so long and a little bit complex to transform him from mobile suit mode to mobile armor mode. I personally just keep him as a mobile suit version. It's more better that way. When you do build this guy, be aware of its arms. They're not as thick and tough as you think you'll do. And then watch out for this piece right here. You would think they would stay in place, but no, this part right here that I'm moving, it flaps. Even the wrist joints could have been fixed better, but who knows, maybe it did work. Maybe it works for you guys or even someone else. More likely it doesn't work with me. And what also sucks is that you can see the sticker of the visor of the camera right there. But what sucks is that you want to see the mobile suit's face, or at least his eyes, instead of just staring down like a Darth Vader or a battle droid from Star Wars. But anywho, like I mentioned, I'm just keeping this mobile suit into its mobile suit form and not the mobile armor form or flight mode. When it does in transform mobile armor mode, that these two on its shoulders are actually its side beam cannons or beam rifles or so. It's more of a heavy duty type mobile suit. It does have the power or maneuverability of thruster power to actually overcome the Mark II Gundam from Zeta, like how Camille first fought against Jared coming back to space, while Jared had this mobile suit, and with Jared actually with this mobile suit's power and strength, it actually overcame the Mark II easily. Now, by standard mobile suit for the Gabthley, it does come with two standard beam sabers, and there's actually a total of 4 beam saber hilts. There's total 4 beam saber hilts. So let me move your arm. Okay, after moving its arm, you see the 2 little joint pieces on each side? You can actually put the beam saber holders into that. And I probably just realized that's probably why this piece moves up and down, so that the mobile suit can actually eject the beam saber holder. But anywho, yeah, there are a total of 4 beam saber hilts you can actually have. If you have multiple beam sabers that you have for extra, you can definitely use them on this. And then this is another model from the Lost Ark. So I probably escalated about $50, but I did see a mobile suit model on that store that is over $50, around 54 or 56 depending. Which I seen this model before. He is not worth at least $40. I'll tell you that from that store. Also from his, why the heck is this? I have to move the beam sabers right there. They were just sliding this low. So the little beam cannon right here is its main weapon. Same thing as the Neo Zeon's Murasame's. No, sorry. Mirror size, I think. I don't know why I say Murasame. The mirror size, the Xeon mirror size will actually have this on its own weapon instead of the regular beam rifle that it comes with. But since this beam cannon is actually powerful enough that no regular grunt mobile suit can withstand the power or the ricochet, but the recoil of the firing mechanism, so that this one was actually more powerful in strength. Not only just because it's a beam cannon, you can also flip it over and then put the beam saber right here on this little slot right here where you see my finger in. Now getting this cannon or this firearm onto the Gabthley, or something. I'm just gonna call it the Gab. Sorry, guys. But trying to put this part into its hand. Now it does have at least total of 3 or 4 hand gestures. You get I already have the regular 2 beam saber hand gesture to hold something. I didn't pull out the firing hand gesture because the gap between the beam cannons. Gosh dang it, man! Why does this thing keeps falling on me? Sorry, I'm irritated. So when you look at this this gap here with the hand, it won't hold the rifle. That's the sad part. If you guys put this on this mobile suit or the model here, it won't hold the cannon. It won't. So this little crevice right here will actually expand. It'll hold it for a moment, but once you move around it just falls off. It just falls off completely. I've been trying to get a hook on there with the firing hand gesture for like when it holds on like a trigger and all that. It just wouldn't hold it. I was very disappointed on how complex that this model is. And then don't get me wrong, I do appreciate how the Bandai company has done their very best to get as much joints and movements towards these mobile suits. But for some reason, this model is not able to do the performance that it was supposed to do during the show. I mean, it is a high grade and they are limited to the movements that it's supposed to be doing, but you would have think that it would have done more. But I recommend you guys not getting it, just because how complex, and then might be frustration on how to just to have this mobile suit in the model with you. But if you do, I'm not gonna lie, I bought this model because I didn't have it, and I had to have that little experience of building this model. It was fun building, don't get me wrong on that. I had fun building this model, but after seeing all the manuals, diagram, the transformation, and what it's able to do, it just felt off. It doesn't feel like it was completed at all. If there was a revive version of this model, and if there was actually chances that they can fix the problems to the joints and to the parts, and then able for it to hold its rifle, then I will be more than happily to get a revive version of it. But you never know with these types of mobile suits, though. In certain models, you never expect what's the limit to these models. You would think, oh, is it able to move around more, or is it a more limited, restricted kind of movement? Especially how, speaking of restricted, you can't really move the shoulder. You can move the arms up and down, but you can't move the shoulder joints right here from sideways. So if you try to move it back or up, it just won't do it. It just won't reach that far. It's just staying right there in a single spot, and that's it. If they did made a revive with this on this model, and then if it's able to be nice and smooth to go up, down, left, right, forward, back, other than just moving an arm, then that would be great. And let's see if that the legs here, right here, is that you have to take these two pieces and extend the leg out, and then fold the feet in, and then there's like a little claw system in the back of this Achilles, not Achilles. I think it is Achilles. I don't know. The back of its leg. Like I say, guys, I don't hate this model. I do believe that there should be a lot of improvements to this model than it is at the moment. I mean, this is an old model, but since we're coming with the new Gundam show and new mobile suits, you would think that they would have made a little bit more revives or any new mobile suits that we haven't seen in model scales yet. Or I could be wrong in general. That could be that. I could be wrong in general, and maybe that I'm the one who just has been thinking positive about this model. And if you guys think I haven't been thinking positive about this model, like, if you guys already have this model, and then if it's doing everything that you wish for, or the manual diagram that it's been doing, then just let me know down in the comment. Let me know down in the comments. I'm not going to put down on Gundam Planet website nor Big Bad Toy Store on this model as well, because I haven't seen it on the site for a while. But definitely on the history of this mobile armor or mobile suit, definitely check with Gundam Fandom. I'll put GundamFandom.com down there. I haven't seen that site, if they're updated or if it's been changed. I might not put it on there. But anywho, I do appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, or even wanted to put your opinion about this model, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. I'm open for you guys to put it down in the comment section. I will never shoot your guys' idea down. Just let me know. Alright, and that's going to be it for today, guys. I will get more Gundam models later. It won't be tomorrow, probably be a week or two. But anywho, I will see you guys on the next review. Bye bye.